That's what I want. Just like here. When I make these cuts where the crouch is, I try to emphasize them and make them very distinctive and nice so that it looks that way. Just like that, okay? Okay. All right, let's come in. I even got to where I don't make the soles of the, I don't do necessarily the sole of the shoes anymore. I mean, it's all right. It's perfect. Maybe it looks more perfect, but I have found it really doesn't matter to the people all that much. It really doesn't. It matters more to us than it does to the people themselves that get the gift. They just love them. They love the way it looks and the way. Now, let's go ahead and let's just draw a line up here and a line up here, and that's going to be the difference between the shirt and the pants. And we're going to do that right there, okay? And that right there, and I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to come down here and cut that, and take that off. Whew. And look at that. You've got the little cut. There's the difference between the pants and the legs. That's all there is to it. It's not hard. I'm showing you how to just make simple cuts to make things look good. And let's bring that up like that. Now, let me okay. And we'll just kind of have to clean out this nose because it gets up in here, it gets kind of ringing and whatever. Now, I don't have my V-tool with me, but I make these little lines up there on them. And I also use the V-tool to make my hair. Come back here and we're just going to kind of clean this up back in here. And we're almost at the very end here of making this little guy. Like I said, I am so sorry that I had to move the camera, and I hope it didn't make you dizzy or anything like that. But that's the way things are sometimes. I didn't know that for some reason the sun, as it came setting, it gave me. Now, what we're going to do later on, I don't put the fingers in yet. Okay, I want my hole drilled before I put my fingers in. And we're going to drill a hole in there. Now I have my little Dremel tool, and we drill a hole. Or you can just use a drill, it doesn't matter, in other words, in there. And that's with a little flower, or 2 flowers, or whatever it is. Usually it's just one, just has enough room for one. It doesn't have to be 2, just one. And voila, you have your little figure. So let me go wet it, and I'll be right back. And we'll, you know, as I show you. Now you ask me, why do I wait till you do the fingers? Well, one of the reasons, I'm going to grab my V-tool right here. Why do I wait to do the fingers? Because I want to make sure if I do my fingers and cut them too low, then when I go to drill to make my hole, they'll crack. So I don't want that to happen. I want to do my fingers after I drill my hole to make sure that I have plenty of room. There's my little figure. Now, let's take the V tool. Let's go around this thing. Just take it, go around it. It's wet, so it's a little. Now, after you're done, the best thing to do is get you some Dawn liquid and wash this little thing. Wash it off, and it cleans a lot of the stuff off of it. In other words, the oils and the dirt and the things that. That's why we spray our pieces, because we all know that the human hands have a lot of oil and dirt and stuff like that on them that we don't even see a lot of times, but it will show up on your carvings. It really will. We're going to take this and go this way with it, and this way, and come up here, and come across here. Just give it some, some texture. It doesn't have to be perfect. We'll just give it a little texture to look like it's hair. It's like this, in other words, and just kind of go around, and you don't have to give it big things. That's why I have to be careful. And you see how you do? Just go around, give it a little hair. Just nicks is what I'm calling. Just to kind of, just like right here, kind of come up in here and just and there you go. There's your issue that you have. All right. Well, there is our little figure. There's our little guy. I'm gonna cut this off right in here because it makes it look a little bit too big. There we go. There's our little guy. And we're going to drill the little hole, then we'll cut the little fingers. And that will be what's holding the, isn't he cute? And he's got that little smile on his face. And he's just cute as a button. So, next I'll show you, we'll drill the little hole. It's not a big deal. I have a moto tool. And then we'll do the fingers. And he'll be ready. But you see the cuts, all the weird cuts, and you can come back here, and you can even do some cuts in the cuts in the coat, and come back here. And by hiding that, you come back here and you take and you do some cuts in here. And cuts in here like it's just part of the coat. And then you can even, sort of make a little cut just right in there, just like this. Where it makes a thing. The wonderful thing then you can make a long cut along here and cut up in there. Clip that off, it's just a matter of V-cuts. And it gives a lot of life to this is an Alan Goodman knife I'm using. Alan gave me this knife when I went to the Charlotte show. And so you see that? See what I'm saying? And don't let perfection ruin your fun. Everything's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be dimensional. Everything. Not with me, folks. I'm sorry. If you want that kind of thing, then maybe you shouldn't tune in. I'm not looking for perfection and dimensions and everything like that. I'm looking to have a good time and carve a nice little figure. You know, some people use calipers to proportion the face and, oh, well, those ears are too big and stuff like that. But don't you understand? That's what makes the caricature. That's what makes him so unique. That's what gives him that thing that makes them smile when they see him. It's those issues. Even the eyes. Everybody has their eyes that way. Why not bring your eyes way up the top where it looks like, you know, like he's kind of a goofy looking guy and all that stuff. People worry a lot about perfection, but I never have. I've always tried to make my characters look good and funny and unique and humorous. And there you go. Is it perfection is he perfect? Is his eyes, is his ear just perfect and all that? No, they're not. But it gives him that unique comical look to him. Plus carrying the flowers that people see and go, oh my God, I love it. I love to see things like this. Now, I'm just telling you what people say, okay? Then one of the nurses that saw, I brought one to a friend who was in the hospital with double pneumonia, a friend that I went through school with for 60 years. And the nurse happened to be in there when I came in, and I gave it to him, and she just went crazy over it. She said, where in the world did you buy that? And I said, I didn't buy it, I made it. And she almost dropped. She almost went crazy. And she asked me to make her one. I'm probably going to make her one too. But she just went crazy over it. She said, that is the most humorous looking character I've ever seen. She said, I love the way it's, all the cuts that you've made in it and everything like that. She says it just gives it so much character. And I'm not bragging, folks. I'm just telling you what she said. So this is why I leave the cuts in and stuff. I don't smooth it all out. This is why I do it. And she just went crazy over it. And so did my friend, my buddy, his wife was in there, and she just loved it. So all I'm saying is, I know what makes people laugh and humorous and stuff like that. And if you do that, stop worrying yourself to death about. Now, you don't want your one ear way up here and one ear way down here. That's not what I'm saying. But you can eye it at times and get it pretty close. But people don't look at, oh, let's see if the ears are just perfect. No, what they see is that funny little character face on him and that smile, and they love it. So anyway, there's our little character. There he is. And we'll continue with this, and I'll show you how we take the Bodo tool and we drill a little hole. And you can use your drill or whatever. Drill a little hole in there so that and I'll show you the flowers that I got from Hobby Lobby and how they will go in there and stuff. Okay? All right. God bless you now.